Welcome back to Jessica's Craft Time. This is this week's Wip and Chat. So it's where Wip is work in progress. I work on a project. Normally it's diamond painting, but I really wanted to participate in the Winter with DAC, but that Rachel Ray and Wolfpack are running. But my order is taking its slow time to get here. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it. We just have to wait and see. Nothing can be done. It's not DAC's fault. It's in shipping, and I mean, I posted stuff off here 2 weeks ago that is still showing that it's sitting in Sydney and hasn't gone on a plane overseas. It's just the time we're in. So if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. But I kind of know if I start another big project, it's going to show up. And I only have one container at the moment that's large enough to hold a big project. I have lots of smaller containers, and I might pick up something small to start on, but we'll just see what happens. But in saying that, I have been working on a few other things. So I finished my beautiful Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful cross stitch. I did all the cross stitching a while ago, and it's the back stitching, which I don't overly enjoy. But I finished it last night. I'm so proud. I'm going to get this one framed. So that's a job for this afternoon, to try and find a frame for it. Not sure if I will find a frame, but we'll see how we go. I've never framed a cross stitch before, so it'll be a bit of a new experience. So that was a finish. I also finished it's the wrong way around, my latch hook. And it is of Dory, and I've turned it into a cushion. I've just put teddy bears. It was the most suitable colors in fabric that I had in a flannelette, and I wanted it to not be a cotton. I wanted it to have a little bit of softness to it. And the stuffing's a bit lumpy, and that's just because I literally pulled apart an old pillow and I haven't quite managed to move the stuffing around enough yet. It's not my best sewing job at all. I really enjoyed doing the latch hook. I'd probably like to do something a bit bigger, like a floor mat next time. But the cushion, I'm just glad that I finally turned it into a cushion. It's not something that I can open and wash as is. I did sort of sew a bit on the back here so that when you got down into the middle here, you wouldn't be able to see the stuffing. But it's together. It's not the best. I've hand stitched it closed here, but my son absolutely loves it, and he woke up in the morning and saw it. He goes, Mummy, you've finished. Can I have it? And I'm like, yes, but you can't have it yet. I have to go and video it first, and then you can have it. So I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it was a new craft for me. So we'll be doing something in the future, not at the moment, but in the future I will do another one. So what am I working on now? I've always got something I'm working on. I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of sewing, but we'll see how things go. We'll get into what life's happening, and this week's a bit crazy. So this is what I'm working on at the moment. This is my own pattern, and it's going to be a temperature cross stitch. So whether it makes sense to anyone, who knows? But I think it's going to turn out all right. I just started this one last night, so I'll bring you down just a little bit closer. This is January 1, and we've got our high temperature is the background and our low temperature is the cross. So I've just got my sheet here that has all my highs and lows, and I'm just going to work my way through doing all the highs and all the lows of all the temperatures. Now, I haven't actually set up all my colors yet, so I might have to do some of them here. We're working on a high of 42, and I have a sheet here with all my threads of all the different colors. So it doesn't really go lightest to darkest. It kind of goes dark to light in each color block. I think it'll look pretty in the end. I've got some of them on cards. I haven't done these ones on cards. They're new ones. I haven't used them yet. But we'll see. So we're working on 42. This is going to be the first one we're working on. And at this stage, I think it's going to be the only... I'm not going to take much thread because I'm pretty sure this is going to be the only one that I need to do for 42. I think. We'll see. There might be some towards the end of the year, but at this stage, this is the only one that I've had 42. So that's 42 degrees Celsius. So that was a hot day. That was the 5th of January. And I've just made a big mess of that. Tried to pull two at once and it never works. So I'm just going to thread up and chat as I go. So yeah, this is going to be the only one like this, I think. Yeah, we might have some in down this end of it, but the next one after that's 23. So we should have a few 23s that we can do, and then we won't have to change colors. So what have I been doing? Well, the end of last week, I don't think anything really happened. Oh, I got stuck outside one night. I went to go outside. And I was outside and I went to go back inside and there was a huge huntsman. Huge spider on my back door. And every time I tried to open the door, he kept running towards the door. He wouldn't let me in. He would not let me in. So, hubby came out and he finally managed to get him away from the door. But then, like 2 nights later, I came out into the garage to grab some... Oh, I knew that wouldn't have held. I'll try it this way. I came to get something out of the garage, and I swear it was the same spider. I just sort of, you know how you see something out of the corner of your eye? There he was on this big box that I've wrapped up of Christmas presents that were out here, and I couldn't catch him. The damn thing was too... Sorry, I'm just going to get this thread started and I like to normally work... Yeah, there we go. There he was on this damn box and I couldn't catch him. Every time I went near him, he either ran away or like reared up at me. I'm like, you spider. And I haven't seen him since. So who knows? We could have a video out here one day that I jump and a spider jumps on me. And I will not be very happy. But, so, oh, I'll be back in just a second. Sorry, I'm back. So, we had the spider. He wasn't great. And our weekend was good. We had a really, really busy day on Saturday. So my hubby's birthday is the end of November and it was my birthday on Sunday. And every year we hold a barbecue for all our friends and family, and it's kind of just like an annual event now. But normally we do it the weekend between our birthdays. But we had a function on Sunday, so we have held off and we're doing it this coming weekend, which I'm really looking forward to. It's a lot of work, but I'm really looking forward to it. So Saturday, I said we have to. It's also our annual event to go around the house and clean up the outside of the house. We do a huge cobweb run, make sure we get all the cobwebs away. I normally don't mind the spiders. I am someone that spends my entire summer scratching myself because anything that can bite will bite me. Anything that can bite will bite me. So I don't mind the spiders around because they catch a lot of the bitey insects. But it can get a little bit over the top. So every year before our barbecue, we do a huge clean up. We get into all the nooks and crannies around the house and get rid of all the cobwebs, and we do a big surface spray. So this is probably why the spiders were out. They knew it was coming. We did out the front. We got to the backyard, and there's an old cabinet that I have sitting out the back, which was my great-grandmother's. And when I went to clean that, Mark had already found a dead huntsman in it. And then things moved, and there was like a mummy huntsman and a baby huntsman, and I think they've been living in this cupboard. It's been moved, it's been cleaned, but just spiders galore. And at the moment, like, the Christmas bugs are out, and they're huge, and yeah, that was a whole day cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. And we also hung up some lights outside that we'd had sitting there for a really long time and never done anything about. So now I'm really happy with my outdoor area because we've got a little bit more light at night. It's not bright, but a bit more than what we had. And then the biggest job was our laundry. Our laundry is connected to the house, but you go out the back door and then back into the laundry, so you can't access it when you're inside the house. And it has a toilet in it. Now, there's only 3 of us at home. We manage quite fine with just one toilet in the house. So in the laundry tends to be the dumping ground for everything. Mainly toys. Toys. So the back toilet doesn't really get used. Damn, 23. So what I'm doing, hang on, while I get this out. So I've gone through and decided 23 is going to be 327. So I just, oh, perfect, picked it up first time. So this is a new color I haven't used yet. I'll just cut a sample strip of it off. Put it on here. So this back toilet, now probably 2 years ago, because we don't use it very often and Sydney is quite damp. We also live on a creek, which is stormwater runoff. There was mold starting to show on, excuse me, on the toilet. And it's quite old plastic on the toilet. And that year I scrubbed the whole thing down and I managed to get all the marks off it. And away we went. The next time we needed to do it, I couldn't get all the marks off it. And like, I scrubbed and mold remover and domestos, and I don't use those kind of things in the house generally. I use Norwex. But this was in the plastic. So anyway, I knew what was coming again when we have a group of people here, especially because that toilet is off our back outdoor area. It's very convenient to use. And when you have so many people, oh, sorry, I just knocked you. When you have so many people here, it's handy to have a second toilet. By this stage, hubby's like, I've had enough. Whenever I'm finishing this day, he's like, do it tomorrow. I'm like, no. We've got so much else to do. I didn't give the house a really good clean last week because I ran out of time, and I knew that I'd be doing a really good clean this week because as much as the house will get messy with everyone here, I like to start with a clean house. So I got in there and I haven't been able to remove all the stains. There is stains on the toilet seat, but I know it's clean. I will let everyone know that it is clean, it is safe to use, it's not dirty, it's just marked, and I can't clean it anymore. I cannot get it any cleaner than what it is. It's as clean as it's going to get. So that was a big job. And then Sunday we had a function at the church, and it was my birthday, but it was nice to catch up with a heap of people. We had a little bit of a snacky meal. It would have normally been our lunch, but my in-laws wanted to take me out for lunch. So we sat down and had a little bit of a snack and a chat with people, and then I went out to lunch with my in-laws, and that was really nice to spend some time with them. And where we were, we went dumplings because it's quite a big Asian community over where the church is, so we generally always go out. They've got some really good dumpling places there that make handmade dumplings, so went out for dumplings for lunch and then got bubble tea and came home and had a relaxed Sunday afternoon because it was my birthday. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing anything. Oh, we did go to the park in the afternoon and everything started biting me, so I'm like, we have to go, sorry guys, because just anything that bites me finds me. It's really, yeah, I spend my whole summers itching. Whoops, why do I keep dropping that? So I'm working on an 11 count Ada. It was just something that I found. I don't even know when I brought it. Probably brought it when I was working for Spotlight, however many years ago that was. A long time ago. Okay. So this one here needs to be across as well. Yeah, so that was our Sunday, and then cross. Just gotta remember what I'm doing. Is that right? Yeah. Monday, what did I do Monday? Monday was quite warm. Oh, I'm a local drop-off point for Lids for Kids. So I spent Monday having the barbecue this weekend. I had this massive pile of lids in our lounge room dining area that I have been washing and sorting, and I was down to my last 2 buckets that were clean and ready to be sorted. So I'm doing the drop-off this week. I just borrow hubby's car to do it because my car needs fixing and I don't want to drive it at high speeds. So I've swapped cars with hubby on Thursday and I'll go and get rid of them. So Monday I spent a good 2 hours finishing sorting what I had, boxing them up, ready to go. So I've got all these boxes out the front ready to pile in the car tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be interesting. So hubby got a boat for his birthday last year and the boat is broken. So we're taking it in to be repaired and it's something he's meant to do. But because he's left it until now when the weather warms up and when everyone needs their boats fixed, it was hard to get booked in to somewhere. So he's booked it in for tomorrow. Who then calls me and says, guess what you're doing on Thursday? You're taking my boat to be fixed. I'm like, I'm what? He's got a big car. He got himself a new big car. I'm still getting used to it. I'm short. I'm a little person. I'm short. So now we're going back over to here and we're doing the background. I'm short, I'm little. I have to climb into his car. And I'm just getting used to driving his car because it's bigger than mine. Now I have to tow a boat. I've managed to go my whole life so far without towing anything. let alone a boat in a big car, is making me nervous. And to top it off, I have to get our son to preschool in the morning. So not only can he hitch the boat up to the car, I'm going to have to do it all on my own with no one around, no one to help me. Excuse me. I'm going to have to hitch the boat up and tow it to the mechanics or boat repairs. I don't know what if they're called boat mechanics, I guess. So it'll be interesting. So anyway, when he called and booked the boat in, he said to them originally, my wife will be dropping off. And then before he hung up, he's like, okay, so I'm just checking that there'll be someone there when she gets there that she can just pull up out the front, and that, you know, we can just pull up out the front and you can come and reverse the boat in. And the guy kind of hesitated on the phone, and he was probably thinking, how is this guy got himself a boat and he can't reverse the boat? Excuse me. And then he went, oh, hang on, your wife's bringing it down, isn't she? And he's like, yes. And they're like, yep, we'll have someone to tow it in. So I'm going to be the wife, that's the woman that shows up that can't back a boat. And apparently they're going to come out and back the boat in for me. Fingers crossed it goes smoothly. We're going to do a trial run tonight, just so I get the hang of it. Plus the tyres are a little bit low on the trailer, so wish me luck. Wish me luck. Hopefully I'm not on next week telling you that we have to repair a car and a boat because something's happened on the way down there. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I'm a good driver. I can drive a car. It's just, I think we're in a very busy area. There's some very not so, what's the word, patient people around. And look, I've got a boat, I've got a big car, people can go around me. I'll be right. I'm sure I'll be right, as long as I can hook it on and I hook it on properly. But we'll do a trial run tonight, which is good because the only area I haven't cleaned around is the undercover area where the boat lives. So Friday, that'll be a job to finish cleaning in there, because that's where the boys cook the barbecue. And it's good because the weather, I haven't checked it today, but last I looked, the weather was going to be 19 and possible rain on Saturday. And I'm very happy with that, because our undercover area can get very warm. Oh, did I stick that on the wrong thing? I did. Hang on. I've confused myself. That should have been stuck on 23, not 22. I just checked my color and I'm like, that's not right. We are doing 23. Yeah, it can get pretty warm under there. So we've got enough area if it's raining, as long as it's not pelting down. But it's only like 40% chance of rain, so shouldn't be too heavy. So the rest of the week's just going to be prepping for the barbecue, doing some videos, getting some done. I do apologize. I missed my Stampin' Up! One on Monday, and I'll possibly miss next Monday because I'm running out of time to do things. And I really want to join, because I do really need to, do that one there. For the barbecue, we have, because our friends are located all over Sydney, we've got a couple of the younger ones that are coming. And when I say younger, they're like 20s. But they've asked if they can stay the night. Now, we don't have a big house, but that's fine. I'm like, you can stay. I can give you some floor space. I might even pump up a Lilo or an air mattress for you. And you can sleep wherever. wherever. You can fit 2 on the couch. I think there's about 6 staying, but I would much prefer them to enjoy their night, to stay, then have drinks and drive home. So as much as it's a lunch, it normally always flows into dinner, and from dinner it looks like it's flowing into breakfast as well. But I'm excited, as one of the girls that is coming has chickens, and she said they will organize breakfast the next morning. They're going to bring some bacon and eggs. I'm like, yep, perfect. I don't have to think about breakfast. And she's going to bring her fresh eggs. Now, if you've never had the opportunity to have fresh eggs, try and find someone that has chickens and buy some eggs off them, because nothing beats fresh eggs. When you make something like a pancake batter, the batter is yellow, and it's all from the yolks in the eggs. The taste of fresh eggs is amazing, and I miss it. My grandmother used to have chickens, and before she moved to Norfolk Island, she had, when she didn't have chickens of her own, she had a friend that she used to go and buy eggs off. So I used to always have eggs for breakfast at my grandmother's, because there was always fresh eggs. And yeah, nothing beats fresh eggs. It's just, yeah, nothing beats it. So that will be exciting. Then I did a bit of a scary thing yesterday. I picked up Mark's school uniform. He's off to what New South Wales people know it is kindergarten, what Victorians know it is prep. I don't know other states, but it's at his first year at primary school. So picked up his uniform yesterday. It's becoming real. My little boy is not so little anymore. And then I was thinking about Christmas in Melbourne, and my all my friends have been having babies this year, which is nice. It's really, really nice. But I was trying to count how many kids were going to be there for my friends, and I had to check with my sister. I'm like, has this person got this child or that child, or did I miss something? Did I forget a child somewhere? Because I'm like, I'm sure last year there was 5, and this year there's a lot more than 5 kids. So yeah, there's going to be lots of kids. I'm going to meet lots of new little babies, which I'm really, really, really excited about. Yeah, really, really excited about that. So I'm going to meet all these extra babies and give them cuddles. So that'll be nice. And this one's a high of 20. Where'd my needle go? It fell off. This one's high as well. So that's exciting. In saying that the little man is off to big boys school, he only has today and 3 other days at preschool this year. So my filming may start, I've been pretty consistent with what I've been putting up each week, but that might change a little bit over school holidays. It's very hard to film with him here, and sort of by the time he goes to bed, that's my crafting time, and I don't tend to do videos. I tend to like to do them during the day. I might have to do a few more videos at night, but I will try and keep things coming. I know that my miniature room, the one I'm working on at the moment, I spent all of last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, filming, in between doing, normal everyday household things that need doing. And while we're filming this, the 2nd of January one is uploading at the moment. So that one, the miniature rooms, you should be right. They should keep continuing every Saturday until lost it. Yeah, they should keep filming every Saturday, so that shouldn't be a problem. We might miss some towards the end of January, but in saying that, I've changed the way that I've done my miniature rooms. I'm recording it and then doing a voiceover, and I think that's going to work a lot better. It's going to be a lot easier to film during school holidays because it doesn't matter if Mark's out here with me. Helping me or whatever, because I then do a narrate over the top of it. So if there's any sound, it doesn't matter, because those ones, I've also doing this, I've been able to fast forward it. So instead of hour-long videos, they're between 10 and 20 minutes longer. So I'd love to know your opinion and if you enjoy that format a little bit better. I think it works a little bit better for me, especially if he's around. And I think it's a little bit, I don't know, it's a lot shorter video to watch without, you know, some things take a lot of time to do. It's taking a lot longer to do than I sort of anticipated, and some things I'll be out here filming and I'm like, whoa, I've been out here for an hour and a half. How did that happen? I'm enjoying making them. And then I heard about these 5 surprise or mini brands. They're so cute. They're these toys that are basically like miniature toys with their packaging and that. I think I might have to get myself some, because I was thinking that some of those little packets would be perfect to put in my miniature rooms. So, especially because I've got a big house coming up, so I could change one of the rooms into like a kid's toy room, because it's like miniature packets of, you know, different toys. So, but I think I might finish this one up and that will be done for today. I'm really kind of liking this. Be interesting to see how it turns out. It's just me playing. The pattern that I've made up is my own. It's basically just crosses. I pushed that one a little bit too far and didn't finish the 19 there. So I'm just working through, like, I'm working along the top and doing each colour as I go. And this one here is 30, but I had no other 30s here, and I want to sort of work in this section and then work across. What one did I do? 23 there. So yeah, I want to work in this section, and then I don't want to have to unclip it. I sort of want to do this area here, and then I'll unclip it and move it across. But that's the start of my 2020 temperature cross stitch with the highs and lows of each day. So I've filled in, I've got I think I've got November and December left to finish. There's all my highs and lows for each day. So you've got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Oh, I must have October and November to fill in now. But I've got plenty to get started, and this will be a good little one to take away with me, because it's not going to take much thinking to do. I might even try cross stitching in the car. We'll see how we go. But thank you for joining me this week. I'd love to hear what you've been up to. In the description box below is also my Facebook page if you'd like to join, and that's where I post things during the week of how I'm going, or different things I've got to work on, and and I'd love to see what you're working on. So thank you for watching. Thumbs up if you like this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.